Jim Garrity of AAA joins us now talking about safety as we continue to dig our way out. And of course, it's mindful and great to talk about all year long, but especially right now. It's, you know, this winter has been a bit of a slap in the face. All of a sudden,
I can't believe
we have all this snow.
Those piles of snow outside. They're unbelievable.
And traveling has been quite a challenge for a lot of people. A lot of people commute from southern Erie County or western, eastern to come into Erie. What are some great safety tips we should keep in mind?
Well, number one, the easiest and the most efficient way to keep yourself out of a crash in the wintertime is to not be behind the wheel at all. It's not be in a car at all. So if you can stay home when the weather's bad, the roads are dicey, which in some places they still are, and there's more snow coming. If you can stay off the road, do that.
Yeah.
But if you have to go out, one of the biggest things you can do is give yourself enough time that you can drive slowly, because speed, number one, it could be life or death. And the data the AAA comes up with, and the data the AAA finds, proves that time and time again, that like speed can be the make or break on whether a crash is deadly or not. But also, if you're going slower, that gives you more time to react to what's going on the road around you.
Right, and you have to be so aware of what other drivers are doing around you, behind you, in front of you, coming towards you. The whole thing, that defensive driving is so important.
Right. I don't know about you, but when I was learning to drive, I would be told, it's not always you. It's all the other people you got to worry about sometimes too. And that really comes in, that mindset should come in handy this time of the year, because you can't control what's happening behind you, but you very well can control what's happening in front of you in terms of the distance you're giving yourself between you and another car. Imagine a really slick road, and how, if you're going fast, how much harder it's going to be to slow down than if you're going slow.
Yeah. If you're not a AAA member, you want to really consider it. If you are a member and you go off the side of the road, what's the process of getting some help to you?
We're getting a lot of those calls right now too. And what happens, and anyone who's ever called AAA knows that the first thing we ask is, are you in a safe location? Because we absolutely prioritize member safety. So when we have members who are at the side of the road in those dangerous situations, we get people out to them as soon as we can to tow them out of those. We get a lot of tow calls, a lot of winch calls to get them off of the side of the road if they've actually slid. But the other big thing we get this time of the year is dead batteries. We get a ton of dead battery calls, which is something that anyone can get ahead of, especially once your battery gets to about 2-3 years old. Get it tested. If you're a AAA member, call us and we can come test it for you.
Absolutely, and tires, of course, a big deal.
Oh, big
I just want to ask real quickly, if you do go off the side of the road, is it safer to stay in the vehicle or to get out of the vehicle?
That's a great question. I hear it a lot. And honestly, the answer, there's not a one-size-fits-all answer for it. It's going to depend on what situation you're in. There's a big difference between being stranded in one area as to another, depending on the weather conditions, what kind of a road you're on, how fast the cars are going, are people observing the move over law in the state? Like, there's a lot of factors at play. Your number one responsibility, though, when you're behind the wheel like that, or if you're in one of those kind of crash situations, is keeping you and your family as safe as you possibly can.
Absolutely. There's AAA information there, the local branch. Reach out if you're not a member, and like Jim said earlier today too, that it's a great gift option for those who might be a little bit difficult to buy for, or for your kids if they travel a lot. Great gift idea.
You have people in your life too that are challenging.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Don't we all, right?
Yeah,
it's like the ultimate practical gift. And when it comes to roadside assistance, you hope you never have to use it, but if you do, you're really happy it's there. And then you have all the other things, travel, insurance,
the year-round perks.
And we're running a special right now, so that helps too.
There you go. Check them out. Give them a call. Check out the website. Jim, it's nice to have you today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.